Can you recall your last moment with your dad?
My last moment with Chief MKO Abiola would be a little bit dicey because, during the 1993 elections, after the elections, and after the annulment of the elections, my father had to escape, so he had to leave. I think at that time, I was probably about maybe 8 at the time. I was playing soccer on the field. It was me and my younger brother Hadi, and we were playing soccer. And then next thing, I see my father walking to the soccer field, which is kind of very odd to see him walking around the house, especially to the back of the house. And the next thing, he comes over to me, he gives me a hug and gives my younger brother a hug. And then he climbs the fence. I'm thinking, you're the owner of the whole house. Why is he climbing the fence? But it didn't really click. But later on, I realized that my father had received information that they were going to come and pick him up. Because at night, when I was about to sleep, the soldiers had come to the house and they were ransacking everywhere. They were looking through all the wardrobes, looking for my father. And my father was kind of a very big man. He couldn't probably fit into the wardrobe, but they still checked and they were checking with their guns. I'm like, if he was there, you would know from outside the wardrobe. But so apparently my father had scaled the fence. The fence on the west side of the house, it leads to another street called Sule Abuka. Sule Abuka is actually linked to Allen. So if you are on that side, you can just, without anybody knowing that you're from this area. So he climbed the fence, got into a friend's house, entered his friend's car, who took him to the airport, and then he was able to leave the country for the United States, where he sought support for his mandates. Of which obviously he didn't receive the audience he was expecting or the support he needed, so he decided to come and fight on his own. So today, when I hear Joe Biden, the president of the United States, actually make comments about how Nigeria is a failed state or not, I wonder how the Americans would actually have the effrontery to even speak about this issue, especially knowing that they could have actually helped us sort out this issue in 1993, which they did not, in 98, which they did not, and throughout consecutive governments that have just been stealing the Nigerian money and taking it to their country. They don't stop us from bringing the stolen funds to their country, but then they can still make comments about how failed or not the state is. I am very skeptical when I hear leaders of certain countries want to be holier than thou, and now want to now question Nigeria as a nation, because I believe that some of these questions can be put back to them.